just finished off a gym workout. I'm really being consistent this year. And with the whole gym thing, I guess the biggest focus for me next year, one of the huge areas is staffing. That's with me to my employees, to me to working on making sure the systems are in place, making sure I'm following up with all the staff, making sure they've got what they want to improve, but also to be retained as well, so they want to keep working with me, trying to find them more work and everything like that. So that's been a little bit of a problem area this year and all other years. I'm doing what I can with all the other business stuff, all the admin and everything else, and I sometimes just leave staff to their own will and they can get stuff done. And yes, they're really good staff, they're getting all the sessions done. The lead nurture is really good. Trying to bring on a salesperson, which is another huge issue and factor that I'm trying to work through. But the staffing, just me as a manager to them. So I haven't had like weekly meetings, monthly meetings with all of them ever. And that's what I need to implement. I need to do these monthly meetings. So there's kind of like goals to be hit, talk about upcoming challenges, upcoming events at the gym, and making sure they have what they need. Because every now and then I do send through a survey, and that survey might be to them, how can this be improved? Have you got what you need? How's the level of pay? All that kind of stuff. Do you need any more support? So all of that stuff I'm working through. And that's the only thing I've really done in terms of staffing, is to send those little surveys out. It's probably pretty windy in the audio, but that might be better. So staffing, number one. And this year, 2024, staffing has been one of the biggest factors in terms of continued growth. So once I have everyone in spot, like I have a salesperson, I've got lead nurture and the trainers, so everyone goes from lead, they get booked in for sales, they get sold or not, and then they go to training. When that's in place, I had my $20,000 a month and my $25,000 a month, my biggest months. But right after that, like a month later, my salesperson quit. And it wasn't anything that we did, they just got offered a better job, more time and in another area. So that's a bit unfortunate, but what I need to do is really focus on getting all these people in place, because once that's in place, that's kind of everything steps we need to get from new lead into actually starting. So once they start, I've got trainers, but I need that salesperson. So that's going to be a huge focus, making sure staffing is definitely at the top of my focus and making sure that's all in place. If that's not all in place, it just loses all the process and everything doesn't flow properly. And there's a lot of wasted money in leads if they can't get scheduled into a sales meeting. So that's my biggest focus, and the biggest challenges is definitely around the staffing. So I'm going to do what I can to kind of improve that situation and just try to be like a better boss in general, like follow up, message them regularly, check in, do they need anything else, get them some extra training. I could probably, even if I make some more profit, I could probably pay for some training courses for them, which helps them stay with me as well, because they see the value and they're improving, and over time they'll get paid more as well. So all that stuff is a want at the moment, and definitely a need, what I need to focus on. So yeah, that's it. Staffing is definitely the big focus area, and just making sure that all that is in place so I can get that done. So if you've got any tips on staffing, and I know for the business coach people I was working with, they do weekly meetings with key people, monthly meetings, quarterly meetings, just with every different person, so that we make sure everyone's on the same page, everyone knows what's happening at the gym, any changes come up. So big focus that I have a lead nurture and I have all my trainers right now, and now I just need to get a salesperson in, because otherwise I'm doing the sales over video chat, which is obviously harder than face-to-face. So yeah, that's it. Always a challenge, but continuing to work on it and trying to improve that system so I get a huge, really good, well-capable team in place with some of my leadership to work on.